Right now, nearly 100 wildfires are burning across the American West, and tonight the wind is making everything worse. We are at National Preparedness Level 5, the absolute maximum, with over 30,000 firefighters stretched to the limit across 14 states. Oregon just broke its all-time wildfire record. Washington state calls this the worst natural disaster it has ever faced. So let's get right into it. Here's an extraordinary number to start. 6.26 million acres have burned across the United States so far in 2026 alone. That is 157% of the 10-year average, meaning this season is burning 1.5 times faster than normal. And here's what the National Weather Service is telling us this morning. No meaningful precipitation is expected across the Northwest during the next week. This morning's National Interagency Fire Center Situation Report, dated August 8th at 7:30 Mountain Time, tells us everything. There are 97 uncontained large fires burning across 14 states right now, with 30,636 firefighters and 204 helicopters deployed. Before we go further, I want to acknowledge something important. 2 firefighters were killed this week, and this community deserves to be recognized. A dozer operator was fatally injured on August 6th while fighting the Wright Spring fire outside Chiloquin, Oregon. On August 7th, a helicopter contracted with the U.S. Forest Service went down on the Widemouth 2 fire in Kenosha, Utah. The pilot and 1 crew member were both fatally injured. Our deepest condolences go to their families and to the entire wildland firefighting community. These people are risking everything. Now let's talk fire zones. The Northwest Washington and Oregon is the epicenter. This zone is at preparedness level 5 with 54 large fires burning. 2.48 million acres have burned in the Northwest alone, 19,000 firefighters, 435 crews, and 121 helicopters committed. Let's start in Spokane, Washington, the state's second largest city, where 3 fires called the Spokane Area Fires have caused historic urban devastation. The Old Trails Fire, 3 miles west of Spokane, has destroyed or damaged 921 structures and forced 67,000 people to evacuate their homes. Mayor Lisa Brown called this the worst natural disaster the region has ever faced. Old Trails is now 43% contained. Autumn Lane is 47%, and Fairview is at 31%. Nearly 2,000 firefighters from 176 agencies are on scene. One of the fires, Old Trails, is under active arson investigation. A suspect has been arrested and charged. Moving northwest, the Sinlahaken fire near Tonasket, 126,940 acres, 28% contained, is showing extreme behavior. Crown runs, group torching, and spotting. The Little Giant Fire, 30 miles northwest of Leavenworth in the Okanogan-Wenatchee National Forest. 82,000 acres, only 1% contained, with extreme crowning and long-range spotting. If you are in the Leavenworth or Wenatchee Valley area or traveling U.S. Route 2 east of the Cascades, please monitor your local emergency alerts continuously. Kaiser Canyon near Nespelem, 137,000 acres, 54% contained. The Ptarmigan Fire northwest of Mazama, 18,000 acres and just 4% contained. Near Mount Rainier National Park, Grand Park, only 200 acres, but flagged as extreme in the NIFC report, with group torching and long-range spotting. Evacuations are in effect. The Three Queens Fire, 6 miles east of Snoqualmie Pass. That's the Interstate 90 corridor connecting Seattle to eastern Washington, 881 acres, 0% contained. Teams are mobilizing. Now let's move to Oregon, where the numbers are genuinely historic. Oregon has burned over 2 million acres in 2026. A brand new all-time state record, according to the Northwest Coordination Center. Oregon's Deputy Director of Fire Operations said this week it is probably the worst that Eastern Oregon has experienced, in his words, in modern times. That record could grow further, with months of fire season remaining. The biggest active fire in the entire western U.S. right now is the Big Grass Fire, 25 miles southwest of Jordan Valley, on the Oregon-Idaho border at 442,000 acres. Here is the number that should stop you. Big Grass expanded by 51,000 acres in a single day. That is roughly 80 square miles of new fire in 24 hours, according to the NIFC report. It is only 41% contained. Level 3 Go Now evacuation orders are in effect for Pleasant Valley. South Mountain,